We're here already. Hey.
Hey.
I'm a little bit under the weather, but we gotta keep it going, man. Welcome back to Clocked Podcast.
What's going on? What it do, baby?
Welcome to Clocked Podcast. This is episode what, 39?
39.
Oh man, we're almost at 40. We gotta still plan out some crazy shit for episode 40, dude.
I have an idea that I forgot to tell you, but I wrote it down because I know I was gonna forget, so I had to write it
You should
down.
invite Ice Spice and try to pull up. Scooby-Doo ass. Hey, but like we say every episode, tune into social medias, tune into our Clips channel. Our social medias are up there, like always. Tune into Apple Podcasts.
Out of all the
Google.
people you could have mentioned, you said Ice Spice.
She just got a fat booty, so that's all I said. And we were just literally talking about that a couple of minutes ago. So, but tune into the Clips channel. It's gonna be pinned down in the first comment down below. What else we gotta say, Kenneth?
Guys, check us on every podcast platform.
Apple
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor.com.
Yes, sir. If you have a business or
if you have a business, hit us up. 15 to 30 second.
Already popped up right here.
Yeah.
The email is also there as well. It's in the description down below. And you know what? Actually, if y'all want to support us, our what's that shit called?
TikTok.
We got the Patreon, but that's not what I mean. That thing that we use to send bread. What's that shit called? I forget.
What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, what's that shit called? You send bread at? Not Cash App. The other one.
Zelle.
Zelle. The Zelle will definitely be in the description as well. So if y'all want to support, and all that money that y'all send to support is to upgrade the equipment in the whole studio. So
can we talk
we'll
about
show y'all proof for that.
Before we go into the episode, can we talk about what you sent me? The TikTok you sent me?
Oh. You want to?
Let's
talk about it. So I sent him a video.
Louis sent me a TikTok of a
thought.
Okay, no. Louis sent me a video of a
female that's a thought.
female that used to go to school with us.
Yeah.
That I had class with her.
Right, you giving too many details. Stop it.
Okay,
stop it. That's it right there, dude. I gotta stop you right there.
Listen, can you cut that?
No.
All right. Listen, anyway, I don't really care. So, boom. She made a TikTok talking about how basically she made her past and now, right?
Yeah.
And
she was comparing like her life with her ex, I guess.
Yeah, and now she's all about doing a bunch of stuff, getting money. I don't know about that, bro.
Kenny, stop it. Stop it. We said we are gonna start talking with conviction, and
because what is shit? I mean, how can you be? How can she?
If you're doing that to me, automatically you're at that. That's like you said.
So, anyways,
how can you not be?
Right?
You said how can you not be? Right?
I mean,
if she's doing all that, might as well, right?
My takeaway from that is, I wish you can put the clip. If you wanna see the video, send a DM to
we're not sending the video
to the account and we'll show you.
No,
my takeaway is like I told him, I said, fine, she's doing good for herself, right? She's getting money, she's flying to all these different places, bada bing, bada boom. But at the end of the day, I told him, if I put 10 females and I ask all 10 of them and be like, look, the man is gonna provide for you. You're gonna have one man and one man only. Mm-hmm. He's gonna take care of you. Gonna do all this stuff. Me, I believe that 9 out of 10 of them will say yes, I want that, instead of having that, because
you gotta say it again because you didn't really clarify. So he's saying basically is he would have them choose between having that life that she has now, where she's literally a fucking stripper and getting dollars and shit, flying around, who knows what else she's doing. But that's just from our understanding, and then that life, or the life of having one good man who's taking care of her, and she's that's what. Because
a lot of people, I know females that be like, I low key, I've been thinking about becoming a stripper. Yeah, they make good money, and I guess you can say good money, but do you really want to do that? Because I feel I'm not even gonna say I feel. I know for a fact, the moment you become a stripper, it's the moment that you like. Out of 100 guys you met, 80 are gonna do the X on you because they don't want to mess with that.
They won't put the X on you, but they'll put you in the category that's just recreational only.
They'll put you on like the
just fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna wife you up.
So
you only get
so if I wanna So yeah, an advice.
What to female? Is this your advice to females, Kenny?
I'm gonna say one advice to females,
Okay.
and I
For
might
the queens.
I might do all wrong, but I gotta be fair. Gotta be fair. You know, 50-50.
Go ahead.
My advice will be just don't be a stripper. Wait, what was I saying before? I forgot my.
You said don't be a stripper.
No, before that I was gonna say something else.
What? The females gotta choose the life.
Oh yeah. So, make your decision wisely. Know that you can end up here, or you can end up here. And.
But what if she's a faithful thought?
That's not such thing, bro.
What if she's a stripper that got one man?
So she's not a stripper, bro.
She is a stripper.
Would you be with it? Okay.
No. But I would say I'm different. But I know what you're saying.
I'm pretty sure a lot of guys think like you, bro. Trust me.
A lot of guys just do that and then they still don't get coochie and she's maybe the only one giving them coochie and that.
But then that just means that if there's a female that's with a guy like that, she knows that the guy's a loser.
I mean, it could be. I agree with you. I'm not saying I don't, but I don't know. Either way, you gotta. We're not saying if you want to be a stripper, go be a fucking stripper. I don't go fuck. We're just saying be accountable and
really don't
and
care,
every action has a reaction. So be prepared to what's gonna happen after you make that decision to become a stripper. There's no people gonna look at you differently, and obviously you're gonna be like, oh, I don't care what people think about me. All right, well, you better not care what if you want to get married, you better not care either.
You better not care about the repercussions
or wifed up because I'm not getting married. But I still want to wife up a female.
I had a dream, bro.
Stop it.
Man.
Stop it. Don't be saying shit like that, dude.
Oh, the thing. Oh,
go ahead.
We can talk about that.
What?
That's off cameras.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very.
Okay, go ahead, dude.
But guys, we're gonna talk about dreams.
No, that's not the episode, damn.
That's not.
No.
What is the episode?
Dreams to reality.
Oh, dreams to reality.
There you go. Now
I have a question. Now we're
talking. What's
yesterday when you called me, did I fall asleep on you?
Yes, you fucking fell asleep on me, and that's why I hung up on your ass. Fucking, I was talking to myself for at least 5 minutes, and I was like, all right, this fucking not even here.
Nah, cause I kid you not. I was like, nah, bro, I'm here, and I was up. I was up, but then
so up.
I think there was a moment where like I heard nothing, and I was like, oh, I think he's in the bathroom.
Yeah, my ass, motherfucker was knocked the fuck out. But we finished what we had to do, so I don't really care. But you want to get it started on this episode topic, or you get it started.
All right. I heard.
Wait, we gotta tell them that there's two parts to this, though.
Well, yeah, the dreams itself, this whole topic is kind of broad, so we're gonna
narrow it
touch
down to two things.
Yeah, on two things.
What are the two things, though? Go ahead, tell them. Or you want me to tell them?
Go ahead, bro.
All right. So obviously, there's dreams and aspirations as like your goals in life and where you want to go, and then there's actual like literal dreams. So we want to talk about both.
Talking about, I had a dream about
that. Stop it.
Look, I was gonna say
he keeps bringing that shit up, bro. Don't do that.
I heard this from a
Don't do that, bitch. Yeah, I was watching that today. That's every day. I have to find that video. Go ahead.
I heard this from a very, very wealthy guy. He said, "You can
What?
I don't know how to. He said something like, "You can do what you want, like as a dream. Like you could find your dream job, but if that job pays you like $25,000 a year,
what do you? Oh, okay. What do you? Keep going.
Then you might as well just find. Cause all right, so I'm gonna tell you who it was. It was Tristan Tate. He said, I know a lot of people that's doing their dream job, but they're making very little money, and they thought it was gonna be all flowers and pink, and look at them now. They're all outside the press asking me like, yo, how do I make money? Can I work for you? Da da da. So what I'm saying is, if you have a dream job that's gonna pay you $25,000 a year and you cool with that, fine. But if you
how can that be a dream job though? Like goddamn.
Nah, cause there's some jobs that pay you a lot, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, if you, I mean, I guess it depends on the person. If that's your dream job and it's only paying you 25. But I don't want to have a job either way, so I wouldn't even agree with it anyways. But there's people out there that do.
What I'm trying to say is, find you something, cause dreams are dreams.
I had it.
Oh, that's YK.
I had it.
Yeah. But
I had to get that out. You said that the dream jobs. There's people that are out there. We say we don't want to have jobs. Damn, you forgot that fast?
That's what happened when you're coming up, bro. You could have saved that. You could have just.
I can't. I had to get it out of me.
Well, what I was saying was like.
Dream jobs, Kenny.
What I was saying was. Find you a job that not only you're happy with like doing it, but also because what is the thing that people say? Emotions don't pay bills or something like that. So emotions find you something. Or love doesn't pay bills. That's what they say. Okay, right?
I think
find you something that you like, that you enjoy, but that can also make you money. Because some of these dream jobs, man, they sound good in paper, but when it comes to the paper, the actual paper, they're a little iffy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with jobs either way, but I guess my advice for people who do want to have a job is, I guess, find a job that pays you well, but also find a job that you could progress in. For example, if you're at a job right now that the position that you have, like there's no way you could go from that position to a higher position, then maybe find a different job that will give you leverage, I guess is the correct word, to be able to put in more work, to get more compensation, to then level up inside the company that you work for. Because either way, there's two ladders. You're either going to work for somebody else and climb their ladder, or you're going to build your own. You know what I'm saying?
Now that we're talking about jobs, I know a lot of people get comfortable with the job and their position that they're on. And look, man.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, actually. Not seriously, because they'll get rid of you.
That's what I'm saying. They don't care. They don't really care.
So I'm not saying be responsible or don't care about your job, because at the end of the day, it's a job and you have to be responsible for what you're doing, your actions.
Yeah, for sure.
Just have that in the back of your head.
Be aware of it.
Yeah,
that's really it, and that's important that you actually said that, because a lot of people they think that they are I guess one way to say it is become indispensable, like become become an asset yourself, right, that they can't get rid of you. But then also be aware that if you mess up bad enough, they really don't care. They could really fire you at a whim.
I'm gonna give you an example. I want to say I'm kind of hardworking, because I do I work a lot. I work almost every day.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. My body's asking for a break. But I tell you what, if I have something to do, like the day, if I have something to do tomorrow, right, and then it's like, yo, you have to come. Like the day we went on the jet skis. Like I know how fun that is, and I said, bro, we don't do this often. I'm gonna just call out, like, boom, like and I know, like,
use your 6 hours if you work corporate.
Yeah. Was I gonna get fired? Probably not. Yeah. Was I gonna get called out for it? Maybe.
That's the thing, though. They think that like writing you up at a job or some shit is gonna do something. Like, write me up 50 times. I don't give a fuck,
bro. Like every time I tell my boss that I'm not gonna work, he's like, "Oh, you're going out with your girlfriend?" I'm like, "Bro, yeah, I guess."
What you gonna do about it? Right. Fight me? But no, that actually goes into my point, because that in itself. Go on
vacation every day.
No, I like that you said that, though, because that a person who's in like the victim mindset, or is in like Andrew Tate would say has like the slave mind, would be doubtful of doing whatever you just said. Like, say for example, like the jet ski day. They wouldn't do that because they're too scared that they're going to get fired, and they're too afraid that they're not going to be able to find another job or make money somehow. So they're like that, and that fear itself would stop them from taking that day off. But if you have, an abundance mindset, that's something that I have, and I can say that confidently, because these people at my job, like, I don't know, every time somebody calls out, they start fucking crying and
we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
Yeah, it's crazy, because like obviously we have a team, and then if one person doesn't show up or two people don't show up, now we have more work to do. But like I said, I don't like to complain. So either way, I'm here for my set amount of hours. I'm gonna do my work. I don't give a fuck. But they are over here fucking complaining and shit like that. But even if that having that mindset itself is like, if you have that mindset, let's say you do get fired, you're not gonna give a fuck. I know I can make money outside of my job. I have multiple ways of doing
other jobs that.
Not even that. Like, I know I have. Like, if you don't yourself have a way to make money outside your job, then you're always gonna be
working.
Not even working, but you're not gonna have leverage in that relationship with your job. So if let's say for example your boss is like, yo, go clean the fucking toilets or some shit like that. If you have no other way of making money and you're afraid to not even step outside in the real world to learn how to make money in different ways, your ass is gonna go clean the toilets. You have no other options. So having I guess side hustles on the side, or having a high income skill that you can make money from, knowing some information that somebody else doesn't know that you could sell on the side will give you confidence. One, that you could be like, I'm not gonna go fucking do that shit. What the fuck, are you stupid?
And it's not hard.
Not even, it's not. But I'm saying, then you could kind of like, then you have leverage in your own life, in a way. And obviously the ultimate leverage is to be able to say, fuck this job, I could go make a whole income somewhere else by myself. So I guess it all starts with the mindset. Like, if you don't have that abundance mindset, you're always gonna be fearful of losing your job, or you always gotta follow orders, because then you might get your hours cut or something like that. Bro, they could cut my hours, they could fire me. They be getting mad when people call out, bro. If I need to call out, I'm calling the fuck out. I don't care if they write me up 7 times, fire me, go ahead. I have other jobs, I have other things that I do in my life that is making me money, so I'm not really afraid. So that's important that you said that. But you want to go into your next point? You got anything else? That was my point. Like, I'm saying, that's perfect that you said that, because it literally led into my thing. Because it's really all about the mindset, bro. If you were scared, would you have taken that day off? That's what I'm saying.
And I do that like once a month. I don't do it often, because I also need to get my hours in. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But like, if let's say it was snowing tomorrow bad, and you're like, yo, let's go snowboarding. Without hesitation, I'd be like, yo, I'm there.
Nah, so are you afraid? Like, if your boss were to call you right now, he's like, yo, obviously I'm not trying to fuck shit up. I'm not gonna try to fuck shit up.
You know what's so crazy? I have to call him and tell him that I'm not gonna go tomorrow.
Yeah, so
I dad have to do that. Dad ass.
Okay, but
I'll do it in front of you after this. So you
okay, stay tuned for the end of the episode for that.
Patreon.
But if he were to call you right now, he was like, all right, you're fired. Would you be afraid? How would you feel? What would you do? How would you react?
I'd be like, well, I'm gonna give you your stuff, the tools you gave me.
Why?
You can have them back? Nah, because I'm not gonna find another job doing the same stuff.
I feel you.
Move somewhere else if that's my thing. But if it doesn't mean I'm fine, I'll be like, yeah, I'll be at your house tomorrow, drop your things, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. That's it.
No,
I'm not gonna I can't hit on him, because he really gave me an opportunity.
No, I respect it, but I meant it more in like how would you react in terms of like, would you be? I mean, you kind of.
Would I be stressed? Like,
I guess, yeah.
What am I gonna do now?
Would you?
Nah.
No. But that's in your mindset. I believe it or not.
Because like, I think I don't want. Nah, I wouldn't be worried, bro.
I wouldn't be worried either, bro. I really don't care. I'm at the point in my life now, especially with investments. Like, you seen what we were talking about in the group chat
with Chris?
Not that one. The other group chat.
Yeah.
With this, I'm gonna talk about it later on in the financial segment. So make sure y'all tune into that. But let me just pull that up so that Kenny knows what I'm talking about exactly.
I read it.
With this.
Mm-hmm.
So even with that, I'm just like, damn. It's definitely worth the risk. And obviously, if you want to take a risk, obviously make sure it's calculated. But you won't reap the rewards if you don't take risks. So even with that, bro, if I lose my job today, bro, I know I'm good. I know that I got certain plans that are marinating in the background. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I gotta stop fidgeting with this shit. This shit got me tight.
That's what's up, bro.
But I just wanted to ask you that, just to see where your headspace was at.
Now let me ask you something. Now,
let me ask you something.
What do you think, or where do you stand when it comes to now transferring to the other type of dreams?
Okay.
What do you feel like?
We're gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about like lucid dreams?
Lucid dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with me, it's a little different.
Let me go a little deeper. Let me go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You okay with that?
Well, lucid dreaming.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
On command or no?
At one point, when I was meditating like on a nightly basis for, I believe it was about 6-7 months, I could lucid dream every night. Now I stopped meditating, so it happened like once in a while, and then even if it does happen, I can't control it as well as I used to.
But this is my thing. This is where I stand with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can control dreams, that's fine. But if that is a dream, that it's just gonna like, you really not gonna live. You're gonna live that whenever you go to sleep, if that makes sense. That you don't get to actually and know that you're really living that whatever you're going through. You can fly or whatever. That's fine. But I get it like bittersweet when I wake up and you know that was
a dream,
not a reality.
I feel you.
So
that actually goes into
if I really could, cause I can't do that. I ain't command. No.
The lucid dreaming on demand.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't think I ever done it.
You've never lucid dreamed?
Nah.
At all?
I don't think I can't remember if I have.
Nah, you would remember if you did.
Yeah, no. See, I can't. I don't, cause I don't know. I don't really. I just don't find. Like,
do you dream a lot when you go to sleep, like at night, like regular dreams?
Well, I had a dream last night.
That was last night, but I'm talking about on a regular basis.
Shoot.
Stop it! Don't do that. But I'm saying on a regular basis, do you dream a lot?
Honestly, sometimes yeah, sometimes no.
Okay. No,
sometimes see, sometimes no. You saw that video? Nah, I mean sometimes like I really like go to sleep and wake up and I don't think I dream anything during that night.
No. I mean it's normal, but I would say that I dream like almost every night.
I like dreams though. Like sometimes I have dreams and things that happen. Sometimes I dream about things that happened way back in my life that I forgot about now. Oh my god! But the thing about that is, huh?
Oh my god! Yeah, the things that happen. What?
The thing about that is that sometimes I don't remember what actually happened. So the dream might like
be altered.
Drip. Yeah.
You know what you have to do to actually figure that out though? As soon as you wake up, write it down.
But then that's how you.
I had a journal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had a journal in my notes, so every time I would go to sleep and I would have a dream, I haven't like gotten in it in a while. But
you know what I said though.
I would literally just start writing shit in my shit.
Like, let's say you have a memory of when you were 5 years old. You read that before you go to sleep?
No. I'm saying like I would fall asleep, have a dream, and then I would like let's say I had a dream and I wake up at 5 a.m, and like I wake up out of the dream. You know how you just wake up randomly? I would literally grab my phone and write exactly what happened in the dream with as much detail as I can.
You go back to sleep
right back to sleep. Yeah.
I can't do that, bro. If I wake up and put the phone in my face, I'm not gonna. Not that my phone.
I could do that. I don't know, but
you get what I'm saying? Like if you get a memory like when you're 5 years old and you know something happened, but you don't remember how it actually happened, and then you have a dream about it, but it's not what really happened, but you don't know that because you forgot. You know what I mean?
No, that's the importance of doing that. But then again, because like when you wake up, that's when you remember it the most. But there's a video actually on Andrew Tate's channel, though. I don't know if it's still up because I believe his channel got taken down. But he was talking about lucid dreaming and shit like that. And he says how he
does it.
He's a very like vivid lucid dreamer, and that he does it every night. But the way he does it or like utilizes it is that he lives two different lives. Or he lives a whole different life inside his dreams that then he could like learn shit and then apply it to his real life and stuff like that. So for example, I mean, it depends how strong you are mentally, I guess, because bro, if you're a really good lucid dreamer, you could literally physically like spawn shit. So like you're basically playing Minecraft in your dreams.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't think that's really good though. I don't think that's.
Bro, you're literally running around in this world that you can control.
Right, but it's not the real word.
Either way, it's not like you can control it. You're asleep either way.
And you know what? Something is when you actually dream. On your dream, it feels like a long time, but you're actually dreaming for like 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's just the time itself, and is an illusion either way. So, but
you ever saw the movie Inception?
Yeah, a lot of people say that movie is actually like a documentary and not really a fictional movie. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm gonna have to like step back in there and listen to it again.
Yeah, that movie is top tier, bro.
No, yeah, it's kind of like some people were scared of it and shit like that, but
honestly, I wasn't scared. I was like more intrigued. Like, is this actually like true?
It could be. Honestly, we don't know, bro. We really don't know. It might same shit with the Matrix and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Have you seen the Matrix?
Yeah, I haven't seen that whole concept. Actually,
I want to watch it again, but that whole concept of the Matrix is not. My dad is calling me. My fault. But all right, let's get back into it though. He was calling me and I did. I hung up, and he sent me bro, send me a message. Stop sending me fucking voice messages. That shit gets me tight.
That?
Yeah,
it's easier, bro. I be doing that.
Fuck no. But I can't listen to it right now. See those examples, man. But I guess for going back to the other dreams is if you wanna eliminate your 9 to 5, you gotta have a plan. Like for some reason, something I've come to notice that some people, they say they want to get rich, they say they want to quit their 9 to 5, be their own bosses, whatever. And yeah, it's nice to say, but then they think that it's just I'm gonna just quit, and then that's it. They're gonna just run into something without having a whole backup plan, without having, I would say, an emergency fund. That is just a financial a financially literate thing to do is obviously, have an emergency fund in the background just in case you do end up losing your job and you have no other sources of income, which you should have multiple sources of income or figure out other ways to make money either way. But if you don't have a plan to be able to eliminate that 9 to 5 income, then don't even think about quitting, because then you're putting yourself in a bad but that's a very even better word than I was going to use, at risk of. Now, I mean, it's different. It depends on what level of life you're at or what stage in life you're at. If you got kids, it's a lot different. If you got a family that's depending on you, is also very different. If you're in high school, it's also a completely different situation because, you're in different levels of life. But you have to have a very intricate, thought out plan to be able to quit your 9 to 5. Don't just go out there thinking, yo, I'm gonna go follow my dreams, and then now you're broke. Unless you want to, because I've also heard a lot of people who have had those success stories. But
it comes down to the people, like the personality, like all the traits. Like people be, you know what, I'm gonna just
fuck it,
quit.
And then
the day after, they start thinking of ways like what are they good at, how can they monetize stuff.
So I'm saying, but why not do that while you're working either way? So why not do that while you're working, and then use your free time instead of going to the club on the weekend, stay at home and figure that out. And then now you still have money coming in because you have your job, and then you're using that money to support whatever your dream is or whatever your goal is, instead of just jumping in and being broke. But then again, I also understand that there are some times where you just gotta be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna. And I've come very close to that many times. But obviously, I have a whole plan, so I can't derail from that plan. But
yeah, bro. Like I used to send you messages Mondays at 7 in the morning.
I feel you.
Yo, like I'm this close.
I was saying you were at a different stage in life at that point too, though. Wouldn't you say?
I still feel the same though.
No, feeling about it is not gonna change. But I'm saying, like, in terms of you didn't have as much things going on back then than you do now.
True, that is true.
So it's obviously a different situation. But then again, we still got the same. I still feel the same way.
Pause. So I was saying like
yeah.
I was in different type. I was in a different time, and yes, true.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have more things going on in my life at the moment, yes. But I still have the same idea of bettering myself and just moving out of that place and put myself in a better position.
Better situation, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It depends who you are, what you got going on, what skills you have. A lot of things come into play when you want to just say fuck it and quit. Because I mean, like, honestly speaking, and I'm not even just saying this because of the podcast, but I could quit my job, and I think I'll do very well without having a job. But also, there's a part of my plan that I can't. Not that I can't, but I don't think that it's very smart for me right now at this very moment to do that, because I got other things going on, and I want to make sure that I'm using that income to figure this stuff out. But then again, if I do want to, and I end up cutting that off, I know I have other skills that will literally replace that income, and then I could just use those other skills. So I'm like in a stuck in the middle at this point, and I'm like, fuck it. But if they piss me off enough, bro, I definitely will quit. I don't give a fuck.
I was watching a TV show with my girlfriend actually. This guy sells houses, right? He has 5 houses, but 4 of them are not like remodeled.
Okay.
Only 1 is. So what he's doing is trying to sell 1 at the most he can. So with that money, he can fix the other 4s, and sell or keep. I don't know what.
Fix and flips.
Yeah.
By the way, if you know you could do it, go ahead. And I'm getting.
And if you want to make money, fix and flip.
I mean, there's many ways to make money
little tip
in that, but I don't know. But damn, it's really been 30 minutes, bro. I haven't even gotten to that was like one of my points. That's crazy.
You might have to do like another dreams.
That part 2.
Going to the other type of dreams.
I don't know, man. I guess my next thing would be don't share big dreams with small-minded people. That's something that a lot of people end up messing up with, because then they rub off on you. So you come up with this idea, or I wouldn't want to say idea. So you come up with this dream, this goal that you want to achieve, and then you get all excited, right? So your energy shifts. You're feeling good. You're confident in yourself, and then you go tell somebody, and then they're like, "Oh, you sure you want to do that? You don't want to do that. That's not gonna work."
I hate people do that. It's like, why are you like?
But you can't control other people, so they're gonna say whatever they're gonna say, and then their energy ends up rubbing off on you, and then you start to doubt yourself, which is the most fucked up part about it. But to be honest, like, I don't know who is. I think it was Tate that said this, but he said, "You're the only person who can make this work, and you're also the only person that can mess this up." Mm-hmm. So at that point, why are you even sharing stuff with people? That's why I like to. A lot of people are like, "Oh, why don't you tell us this? Why don't you tell me that?" I'm like, "Cause I just don't want to share anything with anybody until it's already concrete and y'all can see it. And what is the point of me sharing something that's not even real yet? Because they don't see that. The other people are never gonna see that unless they're involved in it. And obviously you're not involved in it, so why the fuck are you so nosy and want to know everything? Like, god damn, hop off my Johnson." Got that from Kenny.
Some people really like the drama, bro. You'll be surprised.
It's crazy though, but like, I mean, would you say families like that too, or
family?
Yeah,
like what?
Because some family, I mean, I don't know how your experience is, but some families that don't support, they'll be like, "Oh, don't do that. Get a real job." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
get an education.
Some families are like that.
Exactly. I mean, I'll say, and you already know, you were in here when I had that whole thing with my dad and all that shit. And he understands now because he sees what I'm putting in, and he knows that I'm very responsible either way. I know he was not saying that shit because he doesn't believe in me. Because obviously I'm his son, and then he won't say it, but I mean, I've heard him say it before, but he won't say it out loud to other people. It's like, and then like, "Oh, you're my son, so you're gonna be great," or whatever. Yeah, I know he has that type of mindset, so I know he believes in me in ways. But then also, as a parent, you want to make sure that your kids are I don't know how to say it, safe, or having or doing the safe thing in life, instead of making sure that your future is all safe and all that. But I'm not trying to be safe. If that makes sense, because safe is have a 9-to-5 job, 401k, retirement plan, this and that. Like, no, motherfucker, I'm trying to make millions. What the fuck you talking about? Being safe. So I understand that, but then also I understand he's not thinking about that. All he cares about is having a house over his head and some chickens outside, and he's good.
That's what I'm saying. Some people, I'm not saying this for your dad, but some people is too complete. That's the word I was looking for. They're just because they have whatever they have at the moment, they think that's enough when they don't see no further than that.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That is a fact. And but if your family is like that, at that point you got to choose yourself, dude. It's like you can't be living your life in other people's terms, because obviously, unless they're paying for it. Because honestly, let's say your parents are like, "You have to go to college," and then they're paying for the whole thing. Then fuck it, go to college, make them happy. But now if they're like, "You have to go to college," and they're not putting a fucking dime down, then be like, "Nah, fuck out of here. You make me pay for that shit when it's not even giving me the return that I want." If you take that money that you're putting into that, we talked about this before. It's let's say, for example, this is imaginary bank or this new bank that is giving out loans, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna give you $100,000 loan, and you could choose between a degree, starting your own business, investing in cryptocurrency, investing in real estate, investing in gold, like anything else." It's a whole open marketplace. How many people you think are gonna choose that degree? Nobody. So what I'm saying, if they're forcing you to pay for your own shit, then you actually pick yourself.
A lot of people might pick that because people is not really aware of ways to make money.
That's their own fault at that point then.
But you might be surprised. Some people might be like, "Yeah, I want a degree," and end up making 40K a year.
Fucking brokey. Nah, fuck that shit. Nah, because I don't know. That's why, I mean, I don't want to get canceled, but that's why the whole the with the loans and schools and all that shit like that is like a monopoly either way, because they only give you that money to be able to use it in school so that you could go and become an employee. It's a whole system made like that for a reason. But these banks know that they made it a fair game, and they said you could take out these big loans for anything you want. Then they know that nobody would really choose the school loans, bro. Honestly, and then or the majority of people would choose to start their own businesses, crypto. But if you could take out $100,000 loan, bro, I'll go buy some properties, and bro, you'll be good right away. And then I mean, you can if you have the creative financing and you figure it out. But as easy as a school loan, like, bro, they'll give you that shit. They don't give a fuck about your credit. They don't care about anything. Oh, you want a $300,000 loan to go get a fucking degree that you might not even get a job in?
Here,
go ahead and have it. But oh man, that's another topic we got into. But
get into some financial.
Oh man. Like we say every episode, this is
Wait. What are we doing right now?
Well, financial segment. You just said it.
Come on, but let's
What? You got me confused, bro. What are you talking about?
say it so people know what is coming.
This is the financial segment, man.
Right,
Clocked in
you.
financially. Like we say every episode, make sure you do your own research. It's just information that I do research on that I want to give to you so that you could make some type of monetary or strategy moves with. So go ahead, do your own research, and make sure that you're getting your research or you're doing your research, getting your information from very reliable sources. I have done my research from Yahoo Finance, CNN. There's plenty of other ones, but mostly Yahoo Finance today. But let's get started. The U.S. stock market soared today, October 17th, which is very good, honestly, after the week that we had last week. Very bad week in general. Market has been down, but we know this is we're basically in a recession, even though they don't want to say it's a recession to save Biden's ass. But what can we do, man? The markets are showing downturn, but today we had a very good day, honestly.
Green.
Today we burned the green in the major indexes. But before that, I also want to say that as of last month, inflation has reached 8.2%. It's very far gone from those days of 2% inflation. A lot of sources are saying that from 2023 to 2025, we could maybe get back down to 2%, around 2% inflation. But BlackRock is saying by 2026 we will get back down to 2%. I don't know, man. We'll see. I honestly believe that 2024, 25 is really when we'll be able to see. But now I got to wait till the next month to really see how we did this month in terms of inflation, because the reports come out a month later. So 8.2% is from September. We'll figure out October and November.
Yeah.
So the S&P 500 was up 2.7% in the afternoon, while the Dow Jones averaged gained nearly 600 points or 1.9%. And the NASDAQ surged to 3.4%. So like I said, we've been doing very well today. There's many reasons for that, and I'll get into a few. But Wall Street will turn its attention to how corporate America is holding up against the backdrop of persistently high prices or inflation, and the Federal Reserve's efforts to stabilize them as businesses roll out their third quarter financials. Some of these companies include Netflix, Tesla, and IBM, which are scheduled to unveil their results through Friday. So we're recording this on Monday. It's going to be dropped on Friday. So when you're watching this, the results probably already came out for some of these companies. But there has been a couple companies that already came out as of this week. And I got, I believe, two banks that came out this week. But as we know from the previous episode of Clocked On Podcast, make sure y'all check that out. Q3 earnings have been weaker than usual. So with the recession and all that stuff, a lot of companies are starting to come out saying what their earnings are or expected earnings were last year to be this year, or last quarter to be this quarter, and they saw that it's not looking good. It's gonna be a cold winter, like some would say in the group chat. But shout out to them if you know who it is. But with a lot of companies having smaller than average positive earnings and revenue from the results that have already came out. I already said that. But roughly 7% of the companies in the S&P 500 have reported their third quarter figures. 69% have notched earnings per share above estimated, which is below the 5-year average of 74%. So 69% thought that they were going to make more, and they didn't, which is very bad. I mean, not very bad. It's just, it goes to show that now these shares or the shares and earnings of companies are going to the regulated price that it was before the 2020, and all that. So it's like we're getting back to regular prices. Everybody was really getting into investing during 2020, and they were in a bull market, and now everybody's freaking out because now we're all in a bear market, and it's their first time in a bear market. And honestly speaking, this is my first time in a bear market, but I've done enough research to understand what's really going on. A lot of people don't sit there and do the research, and then they freak out and sell all their positions in a lot of companies that have a lot of potential, and that's honestly on them. But you can't blame them either because they thought that it was gonna be a whole ride up. But if the Federal Reserve is pumping a bunch of money into the economy, obviously a bunch of money is gonna be made in these companies. So now that they stopped the printing machines and they're not printing any more money in the U.S. because this is I think we said last episode in France, he's talking about printing more money to stop inflation, which is just gonna devaluate their own money, but their own currency. But Bank of America and Bank of New York Milan both reported today. They both managed to top predictions for the third quarter, which in turn made both stocks jump about during the pre-market trading. Goldman Sachs is set to report Tuesday. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan Chase, and Morgan Stanley are expected to report on Monday, which is next Monday. Well, yeah, Monday for y'all because y'all watching this on Friday. But Wall Street predicted Bank of America's earnings to slide 8.2% to 78 cents per share. Revenue was expected to climb 3.4% to $23.5 billion. They reported earnings 81% or 81 cents per share on 77.5% revenue growth to 24.5 billion. So they thought they were gonna make in revenue 23.5 billion, and they ended up making 24.5. So they just made a whole billion more.
That's good.
Which is good for them, honestly. And I have more details on why or what they did. But the company's net interest income jumped 24% to 13.8 billion, driven by higher rates and solid loan growth of 12%. Across the bank. Non-interest income fell 8% to 10.7 billion as higher sales and trading revenue were offset by lower service charges, investment banking, and asset management fees. Investment banking fees fell 46% to 1.2 billion. So I guess they brought down the fees on say, for example, if you want them to invest for you or figure all that out, you just give them the money. Obviously, they're going to charge you a fee for doing that. And I guess they brought down the amount of the fee, which obviously will bring down how much money they made from the fees, which just ends up making sense. But Bank of America added 418,000 new consumer checking accounts in the third quarter to record 3.56 million. And consumer client balances increased 1% to $1.6 trillion. In the earnings call, Bank of America said they had 0 trading loss days during the quarter, which is ridiculous in itself. How the fuck did they, through a whole quarter, have 0 loss or 0 days where they were in the red? Which is just shows, I guess, they have very good systems in place where they're very good traders. I'm not a trader. I'm obviously I have information on trading and all that stuff, but I'm more of a long-term trader either way. Not trader, investor. But that, bro, you know how hard that is, bro? There's people out here who've been trading for fucking years, and they multiple days on red. But I guess they've figured something else that a lot of people don't know. So shout out to them for that. Let me see. Where was I? I lost my point. The bank added 378 million to its reserves for credit losses. So I guess, they have that just in the side just in case. Because, there's a lot of, they give a lot of credit out because, banks make money on giving credit. So if somebody, for example, gets a credit line of $10,000, they use that up and never pay it back. And I guess they have that money on the side to be able to cover that, which is very intelligent from them. I probably could guess or guarantee that a bunch of other banks do that as well. But just the fact that they have $378 million on the side just goes to show that is a lot compared to, I guess they had a release of 1.1 billion last year, which is, I guess, a loss, which sounds very bad. But just having that money on the side, I guess it gives them a peace of mind. And obviously that's one of the biggest banks in America. So they need to have that money on the side because who knows? And there's a lot of fraud as well. So I'm guessing they have a whole fund for that too. Which a lot of people, you know, if you're scamming out there, don't think that they don't know who's scamming. And obviously they can't stop it because if they could, they would at one point. But I don't know. That's a whole different topic. I don't, because bro, there's a lot of successful scammers, but then again, you can't use that money for significant things that you can buy, because obviously now you get, if the IRS figures out, all right, how the fuck did he get, because a lot of scammers like to buy, you know, the design and all that shit, the bot shit. So they buy a bunch of design and all that stuff, but also a lot of them like to put like down payments on cars and stuff. But now let's say you fuck up on your taxes, you get audited, the IRS starts looking at what you've paid, where all the transactions that you've made. And I don't know if they see this big ass down payment on a car, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, where'd you get all this money from?" And then now you're setting like yourself up. You're setting yourself up, by the way. But you know, I'm not a scammer, so keep scamming if you. Somebody's gonna clip that. Keep scamming. So I guess the Bank of Milan's, the New York Bank of Milan, expectations were 5% to $1.10 per share on 4.2 percent in revenue growth to $4.2 billion. That's kind of a funny number, you know, 4.2% and then 4.2 billion. But the result from their reports was that their earnings jumped to 1.21% or shares. I messed that up. 1.21 cents per share, while revenue rose to 4.28 million. So they thought per share they grew a whole 10 cents. And then in terms of revenue, instead of being 4.2 billion, it's 4.28 billion. So 800,000 or 800 million. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not 800,000. That's messed up. But they're doing good. A lot of the other bigger banks are gonna start reporting, or they're gonna report by the time this video comes out. So, if you're invested in these banks, make sure you choose the right ones that have plans coming up for the future and that are making money. Because obviously, if they're in the loss, a lot of banks have been going bankrupt recently as well. So, I mean, not in the U.S., but I've been reading a lot about different banks around the world that have been going bankrupt. So make sure that you're, if you're invested outside of the United States, I guess you probably should be aware of this. But if you're not, then I guess you have nothing to worry about. Also, the Walmart CTO says crypto will become an important part of how customers transact. He envisions a future where digital assets will be used both in Walmart's online stores and virtual worlds. So basically, he's saying there's going to be different payment methods. So when I was reading into the article, he was talking about NFTs a lot. So Walmart is not the only one who's talked about this, but also I believe I have it here too. Brands such as Pringles and Taco Bell are a part of a growing list of names which have already sold NFTs in order to appeal to younger audiences. And then Nike partnered with Roblox to build an online world called Nike Land to sell virtual goods. So obviously there's a whole market for that, and there's obviously people that are gonna want to live in these fucking metaverse worlds. So if they can make money from it, they're obviously gonna do it. So the way I see it is, like he said, and I'm talking about Walmart here. He said that there's gonna be different payment processes. Now he hasn't disclosed too much information on it, but it's probably gonna end up being like the top cryptos out there. In terms of what they end up taking as payment processes. But I also think that they're probably going to end up coming out with their own, because think about it, bro.
They can make their own.
Yeah, they could honestly make their own and add value. And if they attach that to some type of NFT where, like, let's say, for example, if you use their coin to buy this NFT or this, I don't know, or something that you can get at Walmart. I mean, everything. Really, but they say it's a NFT with a picture of a store of Walmart, and now at that store you could go and get 50% off of whatever you purchase. People are gonna end up liking that, and they're gonna start buying from it. So, I wouldn't count out these big brands from the NFT market. Obviously, if you're buying NFTs from random people who are not doing shit, you're a fucking bot, and you're not doing your own research. But another thing I want to get into is the whole virtual goods shit, which is What do you think about that, Kenny? With the virtual goods, so he's saying that obviously with the online part of it, let's say for example, you want to buy something on Walmart.com, you could use the crypto to buy it there. But then if you're in, say for example, Walmart has a whole server on Roblox, which is just I guess you could buy anything that you would in that server using their crypto. It's just another way of creating income. So what do you think about that, bro?
I mean, I think it's very smart. I think they're trying to get money
Out of anything.
They're adjusting to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for the audience to pay them in order for them to make more money.
Exactly. And I mean, you should do that as any type of business, though. I feel
they're trying to reach out to, make it easy for others so their money can come in.
Yeah, the money's definitely going to roll in, though. It's like they know, obviously. And if they partner up with some other stuff, like obviously the Nike shit is kind of fire because say you're playing Roblox and you want to you want to have your character all dripped out in Nike Dior's or some shit. Now you got to buy that somehow, which is going to be the virtual good. Maybe why not use a Nike token or some shit to buy it? And then I don't know, that's going to open up a whole new world. But, don't sleep on the NFTs. And I believe I have the number of what the market is exactly. The global metaverse market alone is expected to reach nearly $400 billion in the next 2 years with virtual assets like NFTs and hardware. So it's obviously a market. There's obviously people that have interest in it. And in terms of crypto, a lot of big banks already have already started integrating ways to invest in these cryptos and also regulate these cryptos, because obviously if the banks are gonna start accepting it, they're gonna want to make sure that it's not as volatile as it is now. So they're gonna come up with like ways to protect, how they say protect, but they're gonna come up with ways to regulate it. Another thing is MasterCard is I guess they're gonna help obtain regulatory compliance or offer to banks on crypto, which I mean, MasterCard is one of the biggest payment processors, and I don't know if I don't want to say the whole world, but I know in the U.S. for sure. So, is it in the whole world? Because obviously, I've used MasterCard in another country. I've only been to another country, so I can't say the whole world. But
Visa is pretty out there.
Visa, yeah, but if Visa's up there, MasterCard has to be up there as well. I'll just say in the United States to keep it safe, but if they come in and they actually help these banks regulate that, that's just gonna mean that the whole crypto space is gonna be widely accepted throughout the United States, and then if that gets accepted in the United States, then obviously the whole world. So I don't know, pay attention to the crypto space out there. Make sure that you're not buying these meme coins, and that the coins that you actually are gonna be investing in have a real purpose and a real use. Like I use, for example, XRP and Ripple, or XRP is the coin owned by Ripple, the company, but theirs is a smart contract which allows money transfer to happen instantly. So for example, if you wanted to transfer $1 million, it'll take you for fucking ever, because now you got to go through all these processes and shit, and the banks hold all that stuff. They got to put it on hold. Like, you ever like deposited money and they put it on hold for some fucking bullshit reason?
For nothing.
Yeah. If you use Ripple or XRP, it'll happen like that instantly. It's just a different way of using the blockchain to move money around, but it has a real life use. Now, obviously, if you're buying fucking Elon coin and it's just going up because Elon said something about it, then you know that you're going to end up losing out when everybody rug pulls that shit and you lose all your money. But that has been the ending of the financial segment. Kenny, you want to take it into your segment before we talk about
some more dreams?
Some more dream stuff.
Yeah, man. How about we test your IQ, my boy?
Oh, my God, again? I want to test your IQ. Can I ask you a question?
I don't know the answer
Fuck
to
you.
this.
Go ahead.
You want to ask him?
Nah, you good. You good. You already know the answer. You going to look too smart.
What has words but never speaks?
A book.
You reading my phone, bro?
No. I'm not.
What has a thumb and 4 fingers but is not a hand?
What has a thumb and 4 fingers but not a hand?
I give you a hint. It goes in your hand.
It goes in my hand?
Uh-huh.
A glove.
Yep. What has a head and tail but no body?
A head and tail but no body. I want to say a car, but a car has a body. Is it a car? No.
A coin.
A coin? Oh, heads or tails. Okay.
What building has the most stories?
What building has the most stories? Building has the most. I feel like that's a trick question.
It is.
Fuck you. What building has the most stories? Oh, a library.
What tastes better than it smells?
What tastes better than it smells? I don't know. A lot of things taste. I don't know. Honestly, you could say
Your
that.
tongue.
Tastes better. Oh, okay, because you can't smell. Okay, I got you.
You're getting better at this, bro.
Sure, you can say that.
Next time you do the questions.
Huh?
Next time you do the question, I see no answers.
Nah, don't look at the answers next time. But let's get back into the dreams, man. You got things about new dreams that you want to talk about, or because I have I believe okay, I have 3 points on the dreams that you dream at night, and then
I said the last point, so you go ahead.
So 2 points on the dreams in real life. So I guess to finish out the dreams in real life portion, not everyone is gonna elevate with you, which is very important. So it's okay to cut some people off. It's okay, man. It's okay. Honestly, people have certain uses, and I know that sounds fucked up, but it's true. If you are trying to better yourself, or you have bettered yourself, and then you have that one friend who just wants to do some degenerate shit all the time and not do anything positive in itself, and then you end up being the person who, let's say for example, ends up paying for them when y'all go out or something like that. They're just leeching off you, so you gotta accept the fact.
Some people say that friendships come with expiration dates.
Some friendships do, honestly. I don't think that all of them do though, because if y'all both on the same mindset, and let's say y'all both want to grow, and y'all both are putting in work, then y'all gonna end up going together.
Some do though.
Yeah, but then if one person gets distracted and the other person keeps growing, it's just like at that point.
I had a friend tell me that he was like, "Nah, bro, our time is over." I was like, "What?"
I mean, I don't want to say I've cut off, but there's some people that I only chill with for certain events, and then I don't chill with them anymore outside of that, really. And then obviously you're not gonna understand why I'm saying that, but I'll say it here because I don't really care. But I go to the gym with some people that I used to do stuff outside the gym with that I don't do anymore. I'm not gonna go into details, but I'm pretty sure you can figure that out. So I only chill with them at the gym.
You want me to say it for you?
No, don't say it. Don't do that. I only go to the gym with them. I love them to death. You only go to the gym outside the gym. It's just there's nothing that we do together because they want to be doing something that I don't do anymore. And
you giving it away, bro.
I don't give a fuck. But and not even that. Even if we not doing that I don't do anymore, they don't do anything else. So they just want to chill and do nothing. So I'm like, no, I'd rather do some research, invest on investing, how to level up, research in general, read a book, do something productive.
Well, I just think that a lot of friends that we call friends are because friends. Yeah, because like, let's say you have somebody at work, but you only with them at work. You're not like, let's say you have somebody at the gym. Let's say you have somebody.
Nah, but I'm actually friends with the one at the gym.
No, I get that.
The ones I know what you're saying, but like the one at work is like you only talk to them because you work.
That's what I'm saying. I have people that I play with, and I don't talk to them outside of that. I have people that I work with that I don't talk to them outside of that. Like,
you know, do you like the people that you work with? Would you hang out with them outside of work?
It's my dad.
Just your dad?
Most of the time, it's my dad.
No, I'm saying, but anybody else?
Do I like him?
All right, let's say somebody in your team. In your team.
What about my team?
Would you hang out with them outside of work?
It depends.
Outside of playing, honestly.
Depends. If it's like something related to playing,
no, like chill with them, talk about what you want to talk about. Well, like say for example, talk about what we talk about all the time with them. Do you think it's possible for you to do that?
If I see the conversation is gonna go towards,
you've hung out with them multiple times when you have games. So do you think the conversation is like that?
When you in a game, when you in a game, you don't talk about talk. You don't have talks like the one you and I had during the game. Nah,
you do.
Nah,
but like you could tell they're interested in it.
Well,
like certain things will like give it away.
I might.
What I'm saying?
I might.
You would?
I might.
Because like let's say for example, you remember, I don't want to say the name because you know it's kind of fucked up. But you remember how you said the person that you don't that you had to like bring the level of your conversation down to like match their level. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, who?
I don't want to say it. Yeah, it's a mistake. You literally said it a couple of days ago. Okay. I have a way that you can figure it out without them knowing. So you know, the person where Chris's car wasn't turning on, where you were.
Oh my god.
Yeah, now you know.
Where I work?
Where you were.
Oh, I work.
Yeah. Okay, so that person. You know how you say you had to bring your conversation level.
And Chris agreed with me too.
Yeah, and me too. That's why why I'm always quiet. But that type of thing. If you have to do that with the people that you, let's say for example, are on your team, do you think that you?
If that's the case, then I wouldn't talk to them.
I'm saying though, but do you think you would have to do that with certain people on your team or no?
What, like?
Or like the people that you say you mess with? Yeah.
Like try to get in there.
Yeah, because honestly, I wouldn't do that.
Nah, because there shouldn't be a reason. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, I'm mature and all that.
Not even that. It's just some people talk about fucking nonsense.
But it is, yeah.
So would you say that you wouldn't hang out with them, or you would
if it's outside of what I met them? Nah, I wouldn't.
Okay, so that goes to show some people are just not meant to be around you. And then I guess my last point for that, just to clear that part out, so we can talk about the dreams that you have at night, is a goal without a plan is just a dream. And I know we've been talking about dreams, but I don't like to call it a dream because it like makes it seem like it's like an illusion. It's like far away. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I call it a goal, but for the purpose of this episode, we called it a dream, just to make it sound a lot cooler in the title and all that shit. But honestly, if you don't have a plan, then it's always gonna be a dream if you don't have a way to achieve it or a way to get there. So, I'm sorry. Did I really?
Bro.
No way.
Look.
What's your quote? Oh no, that's not it.
It is the same thing.
No, it's not. Say it again. Just say it when you're ready. But all right. So, do you have anything on the dreams or like the ones you have at night? I have a couple.
I'll pick it back of what you say.
Okay, so have you ever heard that? So there's some people that say like when you have a dream, that's like a vision of what's going to happen in your life. Do you agree with that? No. Do you think that's real? No?
I don't agree with that because some of the things that you dream about are not.
Like you could pick up things from your dreams. Let's say it's not like a lucid dream, but because a lucid dream and a regular dream are two different things.
Sure.
Right. So let's say, for example, you're having a regular dream where like random shit is happening, and then you pick up certain stuff that then you start to think about like when you're awake, and then you're like, wait, could this be like something that could happen? And then I've had it sometimes where it ends up happening, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Or like, for example, like my dad says this a lot, where like you'll see numbers in a dream, and then he'll play the lottery, and then he'll win. Like it's happened to him. Like every time he's gone to DR, he does that shit, and he ends up winning like a good amount in DR. So I don't know.
I mean,
so do you think it's possible? Like with him, it's weird. I don't know. I really don't know. And then
I'll tell you what. A lot of I don't know why, but people, and it's just like crazy, but people call my mom and be like, "Oh my god, I just had a dream that your kid Kenny, he got into an accident real bad or this that," and then my mom is worried about me. She calls me like that day. She calls me like 3 times. Yo, what are you doing? Why are you? You good? Yeah. Like that. And I get it. It's my mom and she's scared, and I get it. But some of those times, I mean, all of the times are wrong. Like, you know what I mean? So when it comes to that, I'm not really a firm believer on it. But
what about the one you had about me?
Well, I do. That one, I know it's gonna happen.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Stop it.
I know it's gonna happen.
Stop it. Stop.
I know it's gonna happen, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Jack.
I know it's gonna happen.
What?
You just holding it.
What?
You just don't want to admit it, Louis.
No, listen.
Hey, man.
For that, they don't know what it is, but for that to happen,
there's a chance.
Yeah, obviously, there's always a chance with everybody, right?
So
but I'm saying,
you're leaning to my side.
No. But I'm saying is that for that to happen, certain requirements have to be met. Certain things have to happen for that to happen. Don't do that. But we could talk about this off the show, off air. But like I said, that's not just something that you just give out to everybody, right? And you have a very good example of it. So to be able to say that is going to happen is all up to that person.
I'm not saying it's going to happen like next week.
I hope not. No, for sure it's not going to happen. Let's see how it goes. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Like I said, don't put expectations on anything, man. That's why I just run through life and see what happens.
What do you think about those dreams? You think that...
You think certain things, I think that there is a way of... Because I don't know, maybe if you believe in the spiritual and all that stuff, maybe for example, Like, have you ever had like a relative like who's passed away like come to you in a dream?
Bro, I hate talking about this, bro.
I'm asking you a question.
I really
You
don't.
don't have to
No,
really
I'm
talk
not
about
saying
it.
that. I just really don't like talking about people, cause
No, but I'm just, you could just say yes or no. You don't have to like
no,
get into it. No, you've never had it?
no.
Well, so I've had, and then like that just makes me feel like I'm being protected in the real world, like shit like that. But I don't know, as like, I don't think it's
So
as concrete as people think.
You think they can protect you? Like, if it was less of that, they can protect you.
Yeah, I really believe that. Cause like, I'll give you an example. So, when my grandmother passed away, like I've never had a dream about her at all. And then, remember when I got in the car crash, the accident? Like I believe it was like a day or two before that, I ended up having a dream about her. And then, bro, the way that crash happened, you would think that the people, like let's say for example, they took a picture of the cars like after it happened, and then just showed it to a random person. Like, all right, so what do you think the people who were in the accident look like? They would think like some crazy shit happened, but I was fine. I walked away from that shit without a scratch. So shit like that just makes me believe that I'm protected. And then I've had some other close calls. I wouldn't say that I'm about to die or some shit like that, but I could just tell, bro, that there's somebody or something out there that's protecting.
Okay, so you dream pretty often when you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So how
But
can
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's as concrete as like, you know, you have a dream and then it's gonna happen exactly like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like you have to decipher the dream to figure out what little things you could pull out of it that could possibly happen, if that makes sense. I don't think it's gonna be exactly how it is, but I don't know. If you understood it, leave a comment.
I get what you're saying. I don't know. That I'm a little not too.
I don't know, man. Maybe this is a dream right now, and then when you're sleeping, that's your real life. What do we know?
Now there's this saying that if you gotta pinch yourself. I'm gonna lie, bro.
Nah, but the best thing is when you're in a dream and you know this is a dream. When you realize that you're in a dream and
like, I'll be quite honest with you, bro. I don't think I ever had that
at all.
Nah.
Really? Nah. I remember.
And to be honest with you, I don't think I want to experience that.
Why not? You think you'll freak out?
Nah, I just feel like I would like it, and I'll do it a lot.
No, because you can't. I mean, unless you. I mean, a lot of people who are very like they lucid dream a lot, say that they get it or unlock that ability through meditation and all that shit. And I could say I guess I experienced it to a certain point when I was meditating every day. But then again, you also have to realize that not everybody's going to get to that point. Because a lot of people get into meditation and then they give up because they're like, oh, I don't understand this.
Well, if you have to, in order to lucid dream, you have to meditate, then...
Well, you're not getting there.
I guess I'll never have lucid dreams.
You should try it. Because, like, you pray. That's a form of meditation. Nah, I mean...
But when you meditate, what do?
You sit in a quiet space and just...
You don't talk?
No.
Well, that's not praying then. Praying, you speak when you pray.
No, because the Muslims, they sit in there and they just sit quietly.
Well, I'm not a Muslim.
No, I'm saying though, but I guess I messed up the praying when I said that. But certain people, their meditation is prayer. They just sit. You know how they sit on the carpet and then they just lay there. That's them meditating. They're not saying any words. They're just there breathing. And obviously, I don't know what's going on in their head, but I would say it's somewhat exactly what it would be when you're meditating regularly.
Well, I like to speak because I could just stay here quiet, and close my eyes, and meditate, quote unquote, as you say. But that's not really meditating, is it?
What?
If I just sit here and just stay quiet and close my eyes and
I mean, well, the way I see meditation is a way to filter your thoughts, two, get in this physical state of zen, or we're just like, I don't know how to explain it so you understand, because it's kind of hard to explain when you've never done it. But like you get into this physical state where your body is like ultimately really relaxed. So it's like your body falls asleep, but your mind is still at work. So then what you have to do to get from that level is then to elevate from that point is to then quiet your mind at that point. So then you're just there and you're just like basically floating in space, if that makes sense. You're not.
Oh, I get you.
So you're like just there. You're just so like, you know, you're alleviating all your pressures, all that stuff. You're forgetting about all your problems and you're just there. So you just relax. It's just an ultimate state of relaxation. You're just there, relaxed as fuck. So then, basically,
No, I get you, but when I pray, it's not like my mind stays awake and my body's
no, yeah, because you're actually like praying. So
yeah,
it's
like
different. What I meant with praying is like I was talking about like the Muslims, but then you're not Muslim, so I don't know.
Well, no, that's also the thing. Like, I don't think your body can, like, when you say fall asleep, you mean like actually like your body shuts down?
No, like your body feels as if you're asleep.
Okay.
So like
that's
like literally you'll start twitching like randomly. Like you know how when you're sleeping you like you twitch,
Mm-hmm.
like you'll twitch randomly, and then like you'll be like I don't know how to explain it because you've never done it, but I guess you would have to like really get into it. But at first, like your mind is racing, you're like, oh, all right, what the fuck do I do? And then it took me, I would say like a good like 2 months to actually figure out how to get to that point. But then after I figured it out, bro, I could get to that point in like 15 minutes. So I would literally just turn everything off, turn all the lights off, all the sounds, and then I just lay in my bed, and then I'll be out. And then Jandea is like, "Oh, you fell asleep," but I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not sleeping. That whole time I was awake." But I mean, kind of.
I'd rather stick to my prayers.
No, yeah. If you want to pray, you stick to whatever you want to. But I would say for like your mental clearness, or like if you're ever going through something where you think you're stressed out, like you put yourself in that state and then you just relax. It's just a good way to clear your mind. Or a different way to clear your mind, because obviously you could go on a walk and you'll be good, but I guess we've kind of derailed from the whole point of it. But yeah, I wanted to give the example of the last one I had. I remember it was like this big ass modern white house, and for some reason I was like this, like, you ever seen those modern houses where it's like there's a floor up at the top and then there's like a staircase that comes outside the house?
Outside the house?
Yeah, it's like not attached. It's like, yeah, it's okay. So I don't know how to explain it. No, because it's not. You're thinking of it like a house like this. Have you ever seen like those modern houses, like the modern concept houses, where it's like, fuck, I don't know how to explain it to you.
In the window.
So all right. So you know how some houses have like, this is the main floor, and then under it there's like a garage for the car, and then
They have a second
let's say for
floor?
example the staircase is coming from the main floor or is over the garage, and then the staircase is coming down like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so you could understand what it was. But I guess I was under the staircase, and then right at that point where I got under the staircase, I was looking around. I was like, oh, this is a dream, and I figured it out right away. And then after that, I started just running around the house, like just trying to see what was going on and shit like that. But that was after the whole after I stopped meditating, so I guess I couldn't control it as well as I could before. So then what happens is like, if you're not at the point where you could control it, any little thing could wake you up. So I was trying really hard in the dream to like stay inside the dream, if that makes sense. I don't know if that really makes sense. I probably sound crazy to them, but I was trying mad hard. So
what if the dream is bad though? Is it?
If you could control it, you could spawn, like you can make it good. Let's say for example, you're in a dream or you're in a fucking plane crash or some shit. If you can control your dreams, you'll fucking snap your fingers and you got a fucking parachute. You know what I'm saying?
Be in Cancun.
You could do anything. You could change the scenery. You could fly. You see the plane fall, and you'll be like, okay, open the door and just jump out and just start flying around. But think about it, bro. You're like, you ever play Minecraft in creative mode? You never played Minecraft before?
Yeah, I play Minecraft.
Yo, what did you do as a child?
I play a lot of Mario Kart.
No Minecraft at all?
I play Smash Bros.
Well, in Minecraft creative mode, you have access to every material in the game. You can spawn in whatever the fuck you want to spawn in. With you can make it night, day. You could make it snow. You could make it rain. You could fly. You could do everything basically. So all that you could do in the dream. It's the same shit. But you got to be a different level of a lucid dreamer, I guess, to be able to do that. But they're gonna think we're crazy. Yeah, I am crazy. Let me stop.
Let's get into some. Let's clock out with some motivation. How about that? Mm-hmm. You got some other points?
Let me see. Nope. We kind of talked about it through that whole like little rant we had. So no, I'm good. Let's clock out with motivation, bro. Or wait, is it motivation? Clock out with a purpose. Not motivation. I'm sorry about that, but hey, we're here today.
Wait, is it motivation or?
No, let's clock out with a purpose. Yeah. I don't know why we messed that up, or I messed that up, not you. But you want to go first? Since I already fed yours.
When there's no vision, there's no hope.
Okay.
If you don't have it plain, on how to get a milli, you're just not gonna get a milli because a milli's not gonna fall in your head and be like, oh, yeah, I am.
No, that's a fact. And I had to clarify that in the video that I posted today. When I was talking about you have to make sure you filter your thoughts and be conscious of what you're constantly thinking about, because it'll end up manifesting in your life. And I didn't want anyone to take it as like, sit on your fucking couch and think about becoming a millionaire and you'll become a millionaire. Like, no, obviously you have to put in work and have a plan. And then obviously if you're thinking about that, that is the only thing that is going to be on your mind. So then you start to think of ways to attract that to you and ways to get closer to your goal. And then as a way, the universe, since the universe is very giving, a lot of people think that the world is bad and that people have bad luck and this and that. It's like a lot of people create this bad luck for themselves. So if you're putting out positive energy into the world, if you're actually doing something, creating something with good intention, I believe that you'll get everything that you want in the world. I don't think that you're not going to be rewarded for all the hard work that you put in, but also you want to put in the hard work and the correct thing.
Right.
But then again, like I said, don't think you're just going to sit there and fucking become a millionaire by just thinking you're going to become a millionaire. Come up with a whole plan. And if that plan doesn't work, fuck it. On to the next thing and make a plan for that and go again and then go again and then go again. Because you're going to fail many times and this is going to happen. That's just a part of it. But my quote today is from the talisman himself, Tristan Tate. He said, "I dream my dreams by night and live my dreams by day." So that goes to show, man.
Not a lot of people can get to do that.
Hey, man, but
only if
you can though. That's the thing.
It's possible.
He says it all the time, and another thing he said is like, somebody, I think it was Nico that asked him. He was like, "How do you get like what's the biggest mindset shift or whatever to get to be a multi-millionaire?" And he was like, "Start small. Don't think." He was like, "We didn't start with we want to be millionaires. No, we just wanted to figure out a couple different ways to make $100 on the internet, and then that turned into making more and more and more. So obviously, start off with something small, and I feel like that's very important for anybody out there. If you want to make a certain amount of money, like I said last episode, if you want to make a certain amount of money, come up with a goal or come up with a way to make a couple $100 online a day or a week.
Start like that, right?
And then you'll end up figuring out, okay, so how can I accelerate that from here and then go up and go up. So, everybody wants to be a millionaire and make $1 million. But if you start thinking like that, then, I mean, it's kind of difficult to figure out how you can make $1 million in a year, if you would think about it. A lot of people can't do it. And if you do, then shit, God bless you. But you had it coming to you, I guess. There's nothing else to really say about that. But that has been my quote, and that has been the episode. This has been a fairly longer one than usual, honestly.
Yeah. I
would say. But this is 39.
Yeah, episode 40 would come with some. If we hit 800.
What are we right now? I'll tell you. Keep talking. I'm sorry. I'll tell you right now where we at.
I think we like 30.
Honestly, probably around there. 732.
32?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If we don't hit 800, we'll figure something out for 800 as well. But 40, we definitely got to celebrate it with something. We might have to invite somebody or some people over and be like, yo, let's get fucking faded. But I don't drink or anything like that. So
I've been sober.
Either way, I don't know.
I've been sober my whole life.
That's cap. You drink alcohol before, and I've seen you do that. So it's capping. But thank y'all so much. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. Like we said, everything is in the description that you need in terms of email, anything else that you need to support us in. And then, like we said, if you want to donate any type of money to the podcast, what is it? The Zelle is going to be in the description. And if you do end up donating, whatever we end up buying or getting with that money is going to be obviously equipment for the podcast to make the quality better for you guys. But whatever it is, we'll end up naming that after you and we'll put a name tag on it. I think that's kind of a good idea.
Yeah.
Do something. Like if your name is fucking Blake and you send $200 and we end up buying an extra mic or something like that, then the mic is going to have Blake on it. And that's kind of some lit shit.
Neon green. Just
black, purple, whatever color you want it to be. I don't know. We'll figure something else. But this has been episode 38, man. Kenny, anything else you want to say? Sorry. Oh, shit, 39. I'm sorry. Kenny, anything else you want to say?
Thank you for listening. Hopefully you can get to the 800. So yeah, man. This has been another episode. I'm Kenny.
Damn, again. Oh, did we clock in? I don't think we clocked in.
Let's clock out though. Let's clock out.
For sure, man. Let's really clock out. Clock in podcast. And what is the thing you always say?
Cuídense el bakery.
El bakery, okay. And like I say every episode, o mojame loco o bebemos romo. But I don't drink anymore, so I'm not drinking romo. So we definitely mojando loco. But
Wow. Wow.
Go catch y'all, man. Okay.
Ciao.